Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Pacific Drive. Today, hopefully, we can go into the inner zone. Why do I say maybe? Because today's stream will be shorter than normally. Because tomorrow I have some things to do which acquire a elevated level of attention, which is a very high way of saying I just need an extra amount of sleep, because I also didn't really sleep much today. Grinding is all I have to say. As always, when we reload the game, we have a message. Hello? Is this coming through? This is an attempt to number... Yeah, anyway. That never reached us. Or anyone. Last time, we got a lamp. We still have a suck. Our scrapper, our hammer, and... Today, we want to get a lot more of corrupted energy. We have plotted our course already. Well, where we want to go. Not how we get there, but... Let's see. We can do E6, G9. That is useless. E6, C4, because we don't need anything out of this. Yeah, and then directly into the old wall. Alright. You know what? I have extra stuff. Tools belong somewhere else, CJ. I myself set the rules for that. Ah yeah. This is the plot device we need to carry with us. I remember. We have some charges. The charges belong in here, technically, by my order. I remember though why I have not put them there, because no? Do I need to say more? You know what? Let's begin with reading, because we didn't done this last time. We know about the repair stop, the burp bunny. We were right. The compound is organic. I'll transmit a full analysis shortly, but in the meantime, the acidic effects, some of these solutions that appear to be primarily a mix of formic and hydrochloric acid, while the gelatinous quality comes from a fatty substance that seems to include something very similar to palmitic acid. The mix is precisely balanced. Exactly how it is synthesized is a mystery. The closest comparison I can make is right now is to insects that create organic acids, though we both know this is a stretch. Are we sure these things aren't alive? Pretty much. Does came from the scanning every single time? So nothing of interest. Augmented trunk storage. Okay, never read that one. And that's it. Yeah, the rest is only garbage. Where else? Ah, yes. Okay. Ah, okay. A lab report. At least something important. Let's start with the anomalies first, though. I'm nervous saying this because people will say it was whales or dolphin or something, but it isn't like that. The thing is like kind of a submarine. Sleek, thin, this dull light blue color that bends in with the water. It looks metallic, but it bends like a worm. It used to stalk us out there, bumping into the hull over and over. And then, one night, I saw it turn west, just under the water, barely disturbing the surface, and it shot away, fast as a torpedo. It's out there somewhere, at sea. Well, we are on a peninsula, so 3 different sites are not connected with the land, I guess. Almost 150 years ago, William Sturgeon demonstrated the first electromagnet. Lifting 9 pounds of iron with a current taken from a single battery, the doors of electromagnetism research were thrown open that day. Tomorrow, we take what may be the most significant step towards forward since Sturgeon. LIM technology has allowed us to shape smaller, denser, and even more powerful electromagnets. This year, we demonstrated that the most efficient pulsed field magnet to date, running even cooler than we had expected. It's all been prelude to what comes next. For tomorrow, my friends, we shall switch on the most powerful electromagnet yet devised. It's going to get a little warm down in Lab 5, but what will be demonstrated will be stable, safe, and very exciting. It's all thanks to our research, your research here at ARDA. Yeah, that didn't hold up well. The safe part, at least. Alright. I think we go time. By the way, the white lights are a great addition, by the way. Big fan of that. Boing. No music, by the way, today. For now. What a neatly packed energy. Don't mind me taking all of it. Yeah, I was right. That is a new thing. A happy hair. Over the past year, I've seen anomalies cause all manner of chaos. I've seen them dismantle ARDA facilities, dissolve trucks into puddles of goo, even tear human beings apart. Wow. Well, that was, and you have the audacity to bring me his body. Wow. Truly. Truly. Okay.
All I know is, ARDA didn't give 2 craps about anomaly prevention. You fought uphill the entire way.
Never thought I'd see the day where you'd sugarcoat anything coming out of your mouth. The Harmonic Disruption Research Lab was an abject failure. No, I wasn't involved, but I stood by and let it happen. By that point, the LIM project was in a bad way. Either it found a breakthrough and justified the government resources it was sucking up, or the entire project was put down.
Everything depended on this technological quantum leap that evaded us for decades. In response, all good sense went straight out the window. For every wonder pulled out of thin air, LIM technology conjured increasingly greater horrors. But it was done in the name of progress, and we were powerless to stop it. The Harmonic Disruption Research Branch was all I could do to soften the atrocities Arda unleashed in the name of progress. I tried to clean up my mess. But I
Hello.
failed.
Hello there, Mr. Enno. How are we doing on this wonderful Monday morning? Evening, it's evening. Where was I? I was reading about the funny little happy hair before I got kinda interrupted. I've seen the fruits of our labor turned to the prettiest parts of the country into the most dangerous and unpredictable. But this week I saw the first signs that things might change. I caught a rare glimpse of hope. Perhaps not everything we unleashed here in the gigantic cosmic incident has been bad. We logged several sightings of a new anomaly. At first sight, it matches the description of so many others. But this one is different. It actually repairs things, apparently seeking out damaged material and regenerating it in a way not dissimilar to our own prototype technology. And it's benign, even friendly, and I'm starting to wonder if it's communicating. Well, he is a nice guy. Apparently, though, he is not very stable because he got adopted once by a random thing and then immediately fucked me.
Hoppy, I gotta ask. Were you around when the old wall was nearly breached?
You want to know if I was involved?
I mean, sure.
Sleep
No
token.
one knew more about where anomalies came from than you. Heck, I mean, the only reason anyone knew anything about anomalies was because of the research branch that you four started to build.
Yes. And we developed ways to prevent anomalies, not create them.
You can't prevent something if you don't know where it's created in the first place.
So you did pick up a thing or two around us scientists.
Don't mind me just casually parking here. It's been some time since something horrible happened when I removed one of those. I'm always just waiting for the game to, unleash everything it has stored. Creating random puddles of bouncy stuff directly below my car, or creating a storm that pushes my car away. It all happened once, and it will happen again. There is no tunnel. This is just... There is no street here. Interesting. It will never not be one of my favorite songs. This is a sentence that took 2 iterations in my brain to process. Makes sense though. Although I don't know it. Are you serious? How? How did that happen? And I was wondering why the fuck my car is always driving slightly to the right. To the left, sorry. A mosquito. There is no escape. I will get it. Hello. Okay, this looks like normal behavior when I do something. What? Why was the back trunk off? Have I developed a new quirk? That would have been kind of bad. So anyway, good thing we have an off-road tire. Good thing one of them is flat right now. A good thing that I don't care. Is my top tire maybe worn out? That it's randomly just getting broken? Or is that maybe the thing that happened when I unplugged the anchor? It is very, very unlikely that nothing happens when I unplug the anchor. Although I have not yet seen... Actually, now that I think about it, it happened quite often that my car had some complications when I took an anchor out. I just thought like, oh, maybe I parked in a bad position, or maybe the ground was slightly acidic or something like that. But now that I think about it, removing or adding damage to my car is not completely unheard of, now that I think about it. Why do I feel like I am driving the absolute worst possible way? But there is no... Yeah, there is no street. This entire area got giga scrambled. It is all just forest. My back trunk is open again. I have an idea. Or at least I think I have. Is it when I drive... No. Is it when I drive downwards? It's not right. It's not left. Watch for this and look when my back trunk is opening, what I'm currently doing. Could be anything. Driving upwards, driving downwards, anything in that regard. But something currently results in my trunk getting opened. It is crashing. It is crashing, yeah. Haven't I diagnosed it? Haven't I fixed that? Is it toggling? No. Okay, first up. I do have a sealing kit. Obviously, because this always happens. Sealing kits is probably the thing I have used the most. And Primir. Last time we actually needed a mechanics kit outside of the tutorial, which never happened before. Alright. A little refuelie. For me as well. Good. What a weird lamp. Well, for now at least, we don't need it yet. That is 1.1 energy. That was nearly nothing we collected here. And we collected 3. And yes, this is a 3. I've watched a certain movie last time, and if you know what I mean, then congratulations. Especially Eruptive and Eerie Darkness. Alright, this is going to suck. But I would like some unstable energy, and I would like some eggs. So ideally, we're getting some small profits out of this. Depending on how bad, especially eruptive means. Eggs in this economy? Yes, lizard eggs. Which organically regenerate themselves every single time you destroy them, which is a perfect method on putting them into machinery to make it magically repair itself isn't a joke. Especially eruptive. The geyser-like erupting anomalies in this part of the zone are some of the most active and most powerful. So, just the funny bumpers is what you're trying to tell me, game. Well, I can live with that. It's not the worst. Unless they spawn below me, in which case this is bad. And those are ZX. You're not going to hit me, right? Yeah, I'm just going to live in my ignorance and say you are not hitting me. When playing... What? Twitch dies when playing Warframe. Interesting. I never had anything in that regard. What I do have, however, is random crashes of games like Destiny or Sea of Thieves, where apparently my Nvidia driver stopped working, which complete fucking bullshit. But yeah. Oh boy, yeah, that light is pretty strong. Gotta say. Big fan of that. +1. Wait a moment, something bad happening? Question. You know, some people might tell you it is a bad idea to park directly next to a thing that spews acid. But hear me out. If it wants to hit you, it will hit you. So you might as well just park right beside it. It's not like it makes a difference. I didn't see them, but they definitely did see me. Those were little grabby boys. They are harmless, from what I know, but they are annoying. The only thing that is actually hurtful for me, personally, not for my car. Well, actually it is. Are the not the abductors. The burglars? The thieves? The thievers? Something like that. Those little dickheads which actively steal parts from your car. Which is absolutely horrifying. Nothing in any game ever gives me more panic than enemies that steal items. Not joking. Although we can retrieve it. Sometimes. Sometimes it's lost. Because they just fly up. In which case I'm very sad. May not run at full speed and system reboot when overclocked. That's 50 series. Oh. Yeah. The 50 series. Truly a magnificent piece of art. Anyway. How about one doesn't? Is that a healing boy? That's a healing boy. Okay, boys. Open up. are they doing? Ah, okay. It's just a little thing. You have fun, little bubblegum boy? From what I can tell, they are just... Okay, they didn't destroy this. This is unlucky timing. It's just out of health. But they really just want to play. Which, you know, I can understand. I also want to play. Give me the new suck. Thank you very much. May I have... wait a moment. You go in here. Do I really not have any? I do. There. And I have spoken. It shall be light. At least until I got my stuff. I think that's been the majority of the stuff. The 50 series is a complete joke. Have you seen that stuff like Borderlands, for example? They were optimized for the 10 and below series, like Borderlands 2. And they go absolutely disgusting with the DirectX physics thing or whatever, or NVIDIA physics, whatever, which was optimized for the 10 and 20 series or even below that. So if you do that with the 50 series is so much slower because they just removed the support for those things. So an old game runs worse with a new graphics card. It is humongous. I mean, on one side, I can understand that you don't want to have stuff inside your product if it's too old and the usage is most likely minimal, but then again, huh? Alright, what am I seeing? Oh, actually, wait a moment, it happened again. The rarest fucking thing in the game happened again. I need a mechanics kit. Quite often today, though, Normally we never have any of those problems. But, yeah, whatever. I don't really want to lose my my tire. Last time I checked, that was a bad thing. I am centered on it. I'm just gonna park you here for no reason. It is so incredibly dark in the eerie darkness zones. It is, I see absolutely nothing. But you know what I also don't see? The other modifier in here. I have not seen a single eruption out of the ground. I mean, hey, I'm not asking for it to make an eruption. But it's kind of funny that they warned me about it and absolutely nothing happened. Yes, 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 give me more! Just ignore the asset. Like, if you're playing scared and always look at the asset if it's not hitting you or whatever, the chances are effectively the same. So, you know, ignore the danger. If it wants to hit you, it will. That is my way of playing any sort of danger. In video games. In real life, I probably will look upside, so I'm not getting hit by the stuff, but you know, in real life you have a quite severe lack of respawn or healing items. that, you know, work like video game. Okay, thanks to the little plant, I should be perfectly repaired. And from there on out, we continue. I see shit ass. Oh, the zone is closing in. Well, prepare for the alarm. Normally when we see it on the radar, the alarm will follow up a couple of seconds later. Hi boys, what are you doing here? Back in a bit. You will be missed. See you soon. Let's hope nothing is going wrong with the update, but hey, shouldn't, right? Nah. A, it hit me. B, there's the alarm. Come on. That wasn't here before, right? The eerie darkness does have one added benefit. It makes your flashlights really easy to see. So you will definitely know where you parked. I'm always pressing E on this. What do we have here? Pneumatics. Oh yeah, thank you very much. I already have that. I will take it anyway because it is still resources. And you are... No, you are quite some stuff. A small assortment of stuff. My favorite. So you go here. You go on here as well. And I mean, you are a flashlight. You just do whatever you want. Alright. Cool. Thank you, Mr. Tree. The amount of acid in this area is kind of insane. Even better that I really don't care about it. And yes, I know my trunk is open again. I don't care. I think this time it wasn't even because of the quirk. I just forgot to close it, I guess. Which I guess we can just... Are the other things still here? They've stolen my trunk. You know what? I'm sure I'll find a replacement somewhere. I have the Liberator with me. It just broke again. My tire. My tire just broke again. What? I am flabbergasted. What is happening to my tires? They are not worn, I think. Are they? Like, I just replaced that part. Oh,
You're not the
boy.
first to try crossing the old wall since the anomalies moved in. But we'll make sure you're the first to survive. 2 things to keep in mind. First, to get through the old wall, there are 5 crossing points. You need to induce the electrical grid the entire way by driving the car close enough and fast enough along the conductors. You'll see them as you go. Once you jumpstart the grid, Tobias will route the mid-zone power your way, but no induction, no power, no crossing. Second, watch your battery gauge. You will live or die by that thing. Got it? Good. Start by connecting the power grid at the first crossing point. The controls will be up in the observation tower.
Okay. Interesting thing. Why does this tire has 80% electricity immune as a resistance, and my back tire has 3 completely different ones? I guess I stole them differently. Well, that's all very cool, but the thing that interests me more is where the fuck has this been broken again? Like, seriously. I just stood there, done nothing, started accelerating a tiny bit, and it broke. This is really infuriating with the tires right now. Alright, new area. And not a lot to scan. We have fuel tanker, we have tow trucks. I was about to say we have fire, but no. A devil grinder. I'm just gonna sit here for a moment and read. I'm sure it will not attack me. So, imagine a dust devil, yeah? You know these, so imagine a dust devil. So imagine a dust devil, right? But turned up to max. Yeah, I said to the max. Lenny, hold your receiver to the ear. Your ear, yeah. So it's like a dust devil, but so much more powerful. Like small, like focused, but so strong. With the strength to just pick up and trash even stones and hurl them around. Collins has a goddamn concussion or some crap like that. A concussion, huh? Oh, it's when you hurt your head. No, not when you hurt your head. I mean, a concussion is when a person hurts their head. What did you say? Yeah, sure, like a boxer. Listen, Lenny. I've seen this thing smash a truck into submission. Like, just pummel them. I said pummel them. Hey, hold on the receiver to your ear. Hey, shout. I am shouting. Lenny. But you're not listening. I am trying to. Lenny. What is going on? What is it doing? Is something there? Who is that? What the hell? Lenny, are you kissing? Alright. Lenny was busy. Magnet. What does magnet mean? I don't know, but I would like to know. A tour bus. Cool. A magnetizer. Scrap. like scrap to magnet? Limb magnets. Alright. So this Mysterium has been fixed. We have to make them by using scrap metal. That is... and that's the charge, maybe? That's not the biggest mystery, then. Anyway, this is all very weird here. Can I have some stuff I can throw? Like, give me some glass, please. They are probably just very volatile if you would drive into them, I guess. A beach ball with the vac. Red balloon. Oh, okay. When I read the resource red balloon, I was expecting many things. Not this. A dumpster pill? Okay, boys, I just found my new favorite thing. Ah, look. It is one of the funny games again, but this time Automod actually caught them. Alright, alright. I see where we are going with this, and you might be... Oops. You might be shocked to hear that I like this. 21 beach balls and 3 magnets. I would like to have a lot more magnets. But for that we need a lot more stuff. As long as these things are not moving, they are not really a problem. Like everything that is static, kind of an overshot. This area, however, looks very intimidating for what it is, which is effectively a really cool time. I mean, yeah, there are dangers left and right and whatever, but as of right now, I've not been decimated by it. Yeah. I'm just going to ignore that and act like nothing happened. Nothing of interest happened in this place. Anyway, I might want to drive back a bit. You know, for reasons. And now... Okay, that is way less stuff than I think that would happen. Is this to go away at some point if no more tourists are on it? Is this area where they came from? Like where the tourists are all being quote unquote made, or where they come to life or whatever? Like I don't want to be rude, but it just looks like a polar with explosives on it. And your graphic card is now hotter. Neat. Like, you know, neat. Okay, I don't understand why this is. I'm just going to assume driving against it probably hurts. You know, I've played a video game before, so this is probably the easiest explanation for what things are happening. Not the CPU. The CPU, not the GPU. That is in again. I fixed this seconds ago. What? Okay, you know what? I don't care. This thing is not getting repaired unless I actively need to drive very fast somewhere. I don't care about the flat tire. I've repaired it twice. It broke again. Your free trial on life has ended. Don't care. And electronics. Well, I definitely need some more metal. I'm not 100% sure which... Ow. Not 100% sure which recipes require magnets. But the general rule of thumb is, the more I have, the better I am. So, yeah. We will read about the hazards later. Actually? Beach ball. Cleanup continues, but even 6 weeks after February's lab explosion, we are still finding more and more gel that has been escaped into the atmosphere. Between 700 and 800 cubic meters of material was ejected in the blast. We believe it was initially distributed over approximately 200 square kilometers. But given the nature of the material, it may well have traveled further. Given time, it would seem that most gel tends towards settling somewhere around the local ground levels, regardless of environmental conditions, altitude, or air pressure. However, its very nature makes it susceptible to strong winds and meteorological changes, meaning it may be weeks before we find a full picture of scale of distribution. In addition, it seems that a great deal of blast debris may have been mixed with, perhaps even suspended in, the gel, which has a habit of slowly absorbing items it passes over. Okay. Smokestacks. I understand the name. It's very fitting. The tour bus. We've lost Dr. Porrell now, too. God damn it. Yes, I'm fine. Yes, I'm sure. Yes, I'll hold. Yes, that's right. Yes. It was safe. It was stupid and it was unnecessary. And that damned man. Listen, tell your man to stay back. This one is even more dangerous than the others. It's like an evolution. Yes, that's what I said. I don't care what you think. We can worry about that later. Right now, I need a helicopter extraction and nobody goes near any more of these things. Don't forget, Captain, that the chain of command just changed. Now I am in charge. And the tourist trap. It would seem that with the passage of time, many anomalies evolve through a kind of synthesis. The constant rearranging happening within the zone produces many combinations of previous oddities. Some are one-offs, others endure. These giant, monstrous amalgams are among one of those keep reoccurring. They appear to be formed in part of a spontaneous columns of rock that erupt out of the ground, and part of those test dummies that themselves seem to have been previously combined with a cage of missing claymores. Oh, that's why they explode. Okay. What strikes me most is their remarkable coherence. Clumsy as they may, it's almost as if they serve a very brilliant function. As if they were designed, perhaps, for some defensive purpose, some deterrence. And this ongoing synthesis has me wondering if the zone is in not only a constant state of flux, but perhaps even a state of evolution? Even deliberate experimentation? Balloon. Magnet. Neat. Hi. How is fuel looking? Okay. How is battery looking? That's okay. Magnets. What's that? Don't know. Alright. I would like to have a big refuelie. And this is a charge stop. Oh, okay. That is what you meant, Mid. I have to charge the thing up, basically. And it is currently not active. Or is it? Nope, not right now. Flip the switch in the tower to turn on the circuit 1. And then we are going very fast. Which is probably a reason to repair my tire again. Very funny game. Very funny. Putting a fucking damaging AoE in a place I have to walk through. Random map generation can be damned, dude. Nope. Oh. Welcome to the tutorial where I am low on health. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it finally happened. I have crossed below 20% health. I know, even I never thought this would happen. But Mama didn't raise a baby boy bitch. Even if our health is low, we are still going into the radioactive zones because there is loot. I do not care. My instincts for survival are big. My instincts for gaining more loot is bigger. Always remember that. And I have not found anything I can turn on, by the way. Alright. You go in here. Hello. Sometimes it's just not working. In the tower is a switch. I have not seen any switch though. There has been a switch.
There are old shuttle stops at each crossing point. Use them to recharge your battery and hope they're still in working condition after all these years.
Okay, so this now is the moment where I should probably activate the shield thing. Because the game is not really giving me a choice. I have to go through here, right? And that is why I have the shield thing. Okay, I see. I understand the game, what it wants to tell me. However, have you ever considered not doing that and looting more of the surroundings? Maybe even finding a fucking trunk door. I know, insane. Or can I? Or do I have to go this way and the other path is just not possible? Let's find that out right now. Like, what is stopping me from just going here? See, the answer might shock you. Nothing. Nothing stops me from going there. I mean, I understand that this is the big wall I have to pass, so it makes sense that I have to do this at some point. But I don't see the reason why I'm not allowed to, you know, go around a bit and to collect some more stuff. Shut up. There are no dangers around me. I see absolute peace. And with peace, I mean funky balls flying in the air. You're very welcome to have some more of those funky little pearls inside. Because those are, by my measures, the biggest treasure in this game. And although I don't believe this moment would have actually come again, we do have to get some fuel. We are not looking this good on fuel. Maybe it is now time to replace the funky jumpy part with a bigger fuel tank. Or we fuck the engine and go full electric. Which is also a thing we can do. In which case, fuck the jumpy thing as well, but put an even bigger battery inside. Telephone. Nah, come give me the telephone, why not? That was no value whatsoever. So this is basically the wall we want to pass. Okay, gotcha. Yes, I have seen that I nearly jumped into this one. I don't care. Obviously, I didn't. So I can probably pass on every single one of them. And I have to pass on this one because this is the way forward, my secured pathway. Alright, I understand you, game. But have you ever envisioned me to not do this? Again? Insane. Actually insane. Huh. Maybe this is not the thing I want to cross. Now that I think about it for 2 seconds. What is happening to my tires? Like, it is absolutely insane how fast and quickly they get flattened. I assume they have a hidden status on them that makes them break every now and then. So I will replace them the next time I have the opportunity for it. But as of for now, consider me flabbergasted. I am actually shocked. Yeah. Okay, so what the map is telling me and what is on the map is different, so I have to go through there. Okay. I am sorry, game. I'm sorry, story. I doubted you. I was wrong. I cannot go my own way. Dickheads. Remember, kids, if you are driving with a flat tire, the rubber will get very hot, meaning the tire effectively should at some point just burn or explode or get lost in any way or form. Which will happen in this game as well. However, I am too stingy to add repairing kits, so let's see how long we can drive without a tire. If this was a question you have ever asked yourself, congratulations, I am here to answer it. Oh, wait, never mind, wait a moment. Although I think I would survive that, I'm not going to try it. And while I will not repair my tires, I will swap this out. Yup. Okay, shield on. Limb shield.